What are you doing?
I'm going to place this around your neck.
I meant, why? I didn't kill the stag. It's not my amplifier. You said you'd let him go.
I said I would heal him.
It's true, he did say he would just
What
heal
happens
him.
next is up to you.
None of this has been up to me.
Together, we can end all wars. Is that not what you want?
Yeah, but you're evil and crazy. You don't want to do it the right
destroying
way.
the fold?
You can do anything.
That wasn't an answer. David's like, so... Oh, poor David. He's so scared. Oh, sweetie. Where's Jenya? Run away.
You should now have full access to all of her light. In theory.
What?
It's my power.
She's his amplifier?
I control it.
How many are there? 2.
What?
At some point, at least one.
She's basically his stag now. Is that...
You sure you can drive that thing?
What the
Yes.
just happened?
On the way to
Jess has a point. Jess.
It's Suli for friendship.
No, it's not.
So she can't control her powers now? Only he can? Now she's got freaking bones in her neck? What the that's so creepy. Ugh.
You look awful.
Jenya.
The king's been taken ill. His affliction's quite serious. The upright's been ruling in his stead.
So convenient.
Red. You made Corporalnik.
I never did like this color red. Clashes with my hair.
You were a spy for him.
I tried to warn you.
My letters to Mal. You never sent them. And you chose to betray our friendship.
I was a whipping girl for the
This
queen and a Grisha
show
without a color.
breaks my soul.
I used to struggle. Fight him off. And that never worked in my favor. I waited for years for my chance of revenge.
Kerrigan does not deserve your loyalty.
Yeah.
He is just as responsible for your position. We are his pawns. Nothing more.
Mm-hmm. David doesn't deserve you.
The general. Is that the same general who tried to, oh yeah, kill us all? That one?
He has
That
the
one.
sun summoner. Jasper and I can't do it without you.
Been saying that since day one.
It's true.
Boarding a skiff with people who will recognize us. People who don't like us much.
Jasper, how did you enjoy playing as Emily Go?
Yeah, let's get to a heist.
I'll hunt you down, and I'll claim the bounty.
Mel, maybe like bite your tongue right now because you're the one in chains.
Alina
And he's got
has
shadow blades.
years to forgive me. But I can wait.
Years? Ugh, I don't have that much patience.
Meanwhile, I'm not going to kill you, Mel. Time will do it for me.
You look fine.
Oh, I look more than fine.
I made some edits to their papers.
No one is ever going to believe I'm that old.
You tell yourself.
Is it Milo?
Thank you.
Oh, good little kiss. Okay, very smart. Gunpowder. Made it burst.
You are special. You do know that.
Yeah, you keep telling me
You're
that.
about to prove it to the world.
You created the fold. You killed my friends.
Yep.
My parents. You've been lying
Yeah.
to me since the day I met you.
Telling you half a story is not the same as lying. Has been to make Ravka safer, to make Grisha safer.
Do you think Jenya was safe when you placed her under the king's watch? I could have made Grisha safe, but you never gave me a choice.
Yeah, so she's like, I could have did it the right way, and you could have worked with me, but you chose not to.
I never intended for it to be the blight it's become.
Yeah, but you
or
made
from
it,
men like
and you
the
intended
king
to do that.
or Zlatan to exploit it for their own.
You could have made
He's
me your
right.
equal.
Yep.
Instead, you made me this.
Yep. How come you get a little coin on your
don't
hand and she
care
gets
who
freaking bones
suffers.
out of her
As long
collarbone?
as you win.
Yeah.
Make me your villain.
You are! And if you don't see that, you're pathetic. Does it say how old he is?
I know. I look amazing for my age.
Well, I thought you looked older.
So they're doing this now. Okay. How much time is it? Oh, man.
The tracker's being kept in camp under guard. Do what's expected of you, and he'll be released.
That's a lie. So you're continuing to lie. Telling half the story isn't a lie, you're lying. Oh, gosh. It was so gross. Oh. They're different sizes, pointing different ways, and
going in completely
hearts open. It's like, ugh.
Make sure I have an open casket.
No one's dying today. No mourners.
No funerals.
I know they're gonna roll the credits soon, but it's like, I'm still like, there's so much anxiety. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. These episodes, they just keep getting better and better. They do not disappoint. We got so much information out of that one. So we meet Luda, who apparently is a true love of the Darkling. And I feel like this is the first time we actually heard him called the Darkling in the show. I just know that people have called him the Darkling who have read the book. So I immediately started calling him the Darkling before I even found out his name was General Kerrigan and that he obviously was Alexander. The Darkling is truly in love with Luda, it seems, and she gets killed. We have this whole conversation. If he uses a mega shadow blade, he decapitates like 10 guys. I love that freaking shadow blade. There's this whole conversation with him and Bagra that is very important. There's a lot of information there. She says that Morozova is made up of spells and magic, and we don't use magic. Something along the lines of small magic feeds us. Morozova feeds on us. More or less saying if you start to use this dark magic and these spells, it's going to overcome you. It's going to take over and you're not going to be able to control it. And he's so stubborn. He's like, his journals are here. I'm going to find it and do it. He also says that Morozova is their bloodline, that he created them. And I want to say that means in regards to them being shadow summoners. He forged new life to amplify our power. So I'm thinking Morozova made them as shadow summoners, forged new life to amplify their power, something like we saw that they did with the stag maybe. He finds the journals and that's how he figures out that he can create the shadow fold. So we saw blips of it when Elena and him are stopping at the little, like a pond, I think. And there's pictures, engravings on this pond. And she's saying, like, I know the history just because I'm not Grisha. I learned it. And she tells this whole story. I 100% agree with the Darkling, I guess we can call him in this stage of his life, that there should be like an uprising and he should fight back. But Bagra's more on the side of like, no, stay low key, just like fall back and do what you're supposed to. And he's like, no, I don't want him to get away with this. So I'm on his side as far as that. And I think that's where Alina kind of compares herself to him and relates to him too. She's like, I understand why you're upset and I understand where all this anger comes from and I understand why you're making the choices that you are, but you're going too drastically and too severely. There's other ways that we can do this and accomplish the same thing. We want the same things, basically. It's like we want the same things, but you want to do it dangerously and murder a bunch of people, and I want to do it kindly and civilly and make sure there's peace for everybody. But he keeps trying to show her like, hey, I've tried that and it doesn't work, don't be fooled. And she's just, no, you have to believe that it will. That's where the conflict comes in. But it's interesting to hear what Alina's version of the history was and then the true story through Alexander saying what really happened and what everyone thinks that the history is. I want to know what he did. Whatever he did got the king to really go on his case and constantly keep sending generals and armies after him. So it's almost like he didn't have a choice but to do something drastic and big as he did. However, that was a little too far, and he even says so himself. He's like, I didn't know it was gonna blow up to be that big. I thought it was just gonna be, like a big boom and and be done with it. I don't think, and he pretty much says he didn't realize that it was going to be as big as the fold was. So, but Bagra's 100% right. Him using that magic, it's definitely taking over him now. You can see it when his eyes turn black. You can see, like I said, the one time he was talking really aggressively, and then all of a sudden the shadows started coming up, and he didn't even realize until Lena touched his hand and was like, calm down. It's definitely taking over him. I feel like Alexander sees Luda in Alina, and I feel like he really does care about her and really has come to love her and feel like she is special, and that she like almost was like a gift from Mortova to come to him and change his life in such a drastically positive way. I think he really is in love with her, but he is also not seeing the bigger picture of what she wants, how she wants to do things, and what he's doing to her, and how he's keeping her a prisoner, basically. Like, the freaking bones in her collarbone. Why does he get a little circle? He got a little fucking circle on his hand, like, boop, it's like a little button, and then she gets these giant antlers out of her collarbone. Like, what the... That is so messed up. It's so creepy because it's like they're not even, and one's bigger than the other, and they're all like oddly shaped, and then there's like little holes like down here that like have tiny pieces of bone popping through. Oh god, it's so weird. She can't use it until he touches her, because he is now using her as the stag, basically. Like, she is his stag, he touches her, and it amplifies him and makes him be able to use her power. Just like flows in and out and just regenerates out. Like, everything that's in him flows into her and then back into him. It's literally just like a giant amplifier, and now he can center that, and it's insane. It's crazy that she finally harnessed this power, and now she lost it. Jenya broke my heart. Again, I have severe trust issues after this show. I trusted the conductor. I thought that he was good. I was like, Arkin's cool. He's bringing the therapy good. He's a fun guy. He's getting into special Grisha walls and stuff. Cool. And then he broke my heart because he lied to me. Now, Jenya? What the girl is rooting for you. You and David, I wanted you to just meet up and run away together. What the hell? I get that Jenya is doing what she thinks is the right thing, and she really has no choice. And we heard that the king is a piece of shit, and it was just a very traumatic, horrible, terrible experience for her. So at this stage in her life, she's like, I need to pick and choose my fights. And I just feel like there's still ways around. Like, she could have snuck a letter or two through. Like, I don't think she had to hide all of the letters. But I think Jenya truly does like Alina, but at the same time, she didn't fully help her to her highest potential. I feel like she definitely could have been a better friend, and that upsets me a lot. I mentioned this in the reaction that I was wondering why Jenya couldn't save Marie and heal her. Someone in the comments put it perfectly. It's like, you have two doctors, you have two surgeons, but one's like a medical surgeon, one is a plastic surgeon, and so they're both surgeons for different things. They were trained in different ways though, so their expertises are separate. It's the same thing with tailors and healers, and you even hear that when he rushes in with Luda, and the girl, he says, do we have any healers? And she says, we were waiting on Luda, who is a healer. She's apparently their number one healer, best healer. But she says, no, we only have tailors. We were waiting on Luda. So it's interesting to see that even within these certain abilities that you have, there's still brackets of where people stand and what their capabilities are. You also hear this reference by Bagra when she says, Alexander says, let's create an army, and she says, most Grisha don't fight. They either create things or fix things. And so it's showing how insignificant of a threat that they actually are. Like, there's not this uprising of Grisha until Alexander. The crows, we have Inesha's just gonna leave, and I'm like, no, this can't happen. And I was so afraid because I knew that there was only 2 episodes left, this being one of them. And so I was like, oh my gosh, are we gonna lose Inej? And we're not. So she stayed for the time being, and her and Kaz have this awesome little moment. And now they're on the boat. They're on the boat with Alina, about to enter the fold. They finally made it to where they needed to go. They're getting through the fold. They're with Alina. They're in a very good place right now. So I'm very happy for them. Mal escaped, and he says to Alina, if you go through with this and help me with everything, I will let your tracker go, which is a bull-faced lie because he's gone. He's already gone. He's already gone. Now, Mal's hiding somewhere, and they showed him hiding. I don't know if he is on the boat or not. I'm assuming he is. I'm guessing he is. I'm still on the track of, I think Mal's got something. I still believe that Mal's got some kind of power or something. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe he's going to pop out from underneath the boat and touch Alina, and then it's just, he's going to use her as an amplifier. It's probably not going to happen, but that would be really cool. Everyone, don't forget to throw a like up or dislike if you do or do not like what you see. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this episode and the answers to all of my insane questions. Subscribe if you have not yet. We do fun things here. Ring-a-ling-a-ling the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. And don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. It is $5 a month. That's $1.25 a week. It is all of my unedited reactions of everything that I do on YouTube, in addition to more. If you can't wait for the YouTube drops, go check it out. Chances are, if you're watching this on YouTube, I am done with the series. Well, no, I am. I will be. I'm done with the series now. I'm so excited to be getting to the finale and finally seeing what the heck is going to happen, if they can blow up the fold, and where is Nina? We still haven't found Nina. So long, everyone. Try to make someone smile today. You never know when you might need it next. Bye.